Hey guys, this is Mark, and I have a message to the husbands out there on the autism spectrum. My heart really goes out to you guys because I know you may have been blamed by your NT spouse for being insensitive, selfish, uncaring, narcissistic, sociopathic, and what else. She has made a bunch of false assumptions, but this may be due to the fact that she doesn't fully understand autism spectrum disorder. She's not really sure what she's dealing with. If you have ASD level 1, you will have some degree of mind blindness, not your fault. And your neurotypical wife may blame you for being stubborn and rigid and simply not caring about or understanding her perspectives. If you have ASD, then you have some level of emotions blindness, not your fault. And your NT wife has probably blamed you for being selfish and simply not caring about or understanding how she feels. If you have ASD, you will have some executive function deficits. You're not going to have all of them, but you're going to have more than one. And there are many executive functions. But to use the working memory deficit as an example, your NT wife may have blamed you for simply not caring about what she asked you to do, when in fact it's difficult for you to remember some of those things. Now, we're not looking for excuses here. And we're not looking to get a pass for perceived callous behavior. We are looking to begin the process of developing some emotional literacy and social skills so that you can connect with your spouse in a way that she will value and appreciate. In this men's masterclass, we'll be discussing ways to improve your social skills as well as your emotional literacy. The social brain is responsible for many things. For example, deciding whether a social signal really matters, like facial expression, deciphering prosody, which is the additional tones and ways that people add layers of meaning to their spoken words. The emotional brain is responsible for numerous things. For example, emotional self-awareness. When your body gives you physical signals that something is wrong, do you pay attention to it and sense what's going on? Another thing that the emotional brain is responsible for is empathy. Do you really listen to people when they talk about their issues, or do you just try to give them a solution? Now, the goal here is not to make you more neurotypical. There's nothing wrong with you, and you don't need to be fixed. Having said that, though, you can learn several ways to adapt to the neurotypical world with the larger goal of reducing your relationship stress. Anxiety reduction is the paramount objective in this workshop. Without a significant reduction in anxiety, social encounters that are loaded with social and emotional nuances will be nearly impossible to navigate. Most couples in a neurodiverse marriage are chronically in a stage I call resistance. For example, both spouses realize that they rarely live up to each other's expectations. Now, in order to turn this around, there will need to be a new and improved stage I call discovery. Here, both parties will need to learn more about each other's strengths and weaknesses, and they will need to learn to identify and talk about their fears instead of acting them out. We will accomplish this and much, much more in this masterclass. Have you been told you're destined to be emotionally illiterate? You're destined to have social skills deficits? That's a myth. You've been lied to. Don't miss out on this class. I can promise you have everything to gain. The link will be below.